Hi guys, welcome to another video. This time I'm gonna show you the Therion Horus deck profile. Slightly cheaper version for the the deck I showcased before in the channel with the Fiendsmith package. This is how I was playing it before the Fiendsmith. I still think it's a very good version. Of course, like the Fiendsmith just like boosts the deck further into the today's meta. But this deck, like even today, it's still pretty good. It can compete still, but of course there's a lot of more interactions now, better decks, so it struggles a little bit more than before. But still, it's a really fun deck. I tried it on YGO Omega the other day. Still got a couple games against the good decks. So yeah, the main concern of this deck is consistency. Like I mentioned before, Therion cards need to be in the grave so you can actually use them. So that discard power is always needed, and that's where the Horus engine comes in. The synergy with the deck is that discard, and of course that they're all level 8, so you can rank into your extra deck. So for the Therion package, it would be the 2 Regulus, 3 Lily. This is the most important one because this one gives you access to your field spell or your trap or your discard spell. So this is the only one you should play at 3. 1 Therion regular, you can cut this if you want. I personally like it. It's just like an additional extender, plus it's really OP because it can equip 3 Therions and then you can discard the engine, the Endless Engine discard, to pretty much nuke the board. So yeah, it's really good. 1 Empress, 1 Duke, and 1 Reperfume, and the 1 Therion Bull. These are all okay. This one protects you from the destruction effects. This was an additional extender. This, in my opinion, is the best of the other ones besides these two. It's a compulsory in your opponent's turn, so it's really good. And this is just a pop by popping a Therion card you control and one of your opponent's card. But yeah, like you said, the main issue is that you can't play these unless you have another Therion in graveyard or another monster with the same type. Then the 3 Coliseum, still the best field spell ever. The 2 Endless Engine, this is a Foolish Burial, so opening this plus any of the Therions pretty much allows you to play. The 1 Therion Charge is pretty much like a trade-in. Discard any of these, draw 2 cards. And the 1 Therion Cross, very good because it negates effects or banishes, but if you have this in your grave, you can do both. Only downside is you need to control a Therion, so it's not really a downside because you're always gonna have Regulus or Reperfume or some Therion card, but if like they Raigeki or Kaiju or whatever, like this is completely shut down immediately. But it's still good. Like it's still good. Like against Poplar, when they activate it in hand, bag banish, and it's a really good hit. That's it for the Therion package. For the Horus, the 3 Imseti, the 1 Demitaf, the Unhappy, and this guy whose name is really weird. Just of course Imseti is the best one because it gives you access to your King Sarcophagus, which allows you to pretty much get all the engine live. But Happy, I would say, is the second best because it allows you to recover things from your banish or grave. So it allows you not only to get this back if it's destroyed, but it also lets you like recover your Therion cards or anything else that you need. So yeah, it's really good. They're all level 8. That's what opens the huge like toolbox that you have in your extra deck. Because that's one thing about this deck, it doesn't really require the extra deck. You can still win games without it. so many times. Like, just this card, you can summon 4 of these, and that's pretty much game. In addition to your Therion monsters. And the one Walls of Imperial Tom, it's just like an additional search for any of your Horus monsters. Of course, Imseti is the main target. And the one Canopic Protector. This card is really good because it allows you to summon these guys from your hand or grave on your opponent's turn, once per chain. So you can still, like, even if they nuke your board, you can still like summon back your bodies. And having this on field is a very good pressure for your opponent. That's it for the Horus package. For additional, I have 3 Dangers, 2 Bigfoot, and 1 Thunderbird. It's an additional extender. These are level 8, plus they help the discard and the draw power. So it's a really, really good synergy with the deck as well. The 3 trading, because again, you have a lot of level 8s that can be discarded and have a lot of utility in your graveyard, and it helps you dig into your grave. The 2 talents, hand traps are a thing. The 1 color, well, hand traps are a thing. And the 3 imperm to help you stop some of the plays. There's not enough room for non-engine, unfortunately, in this deck. Like, it's pretty tight. But it's really good clearing boards, so that's that. The 1 Gigantic Champion Sagas for the extra deck. And this is like the bridge between the 2 engines. If you open, say, like only Horus, and you need to access your Therion cards, you can just summon 2, access this, and this gives you access to pretty much any Therion card. The 1 Coach King Giant Trainer, same thing. If you open only with Horus, you can summon 3, summon this thing, draw 3 additional cards, and it's also a burn effect for each monster you draw. The 1 number 38 for spell negations, number 97, number 100, and number 107. So this is still the One Punch Man package. This is pretty much some this, and this is pretty much to be material for this. Although this is really good against Tempai. It's really, really good. But yeah, like this is like your finisher. And if you have more Xyz in your field, like it's just insane how easy it kills. The 1 Zeus, because you do play a lot of Xyz here. The 1 Dingirsu, excellent removal plus destruction protection. Number 68, very, very good card. The fact that your opponent can't summon from grave is really, really good. And it can be destroyed by card effects, so it kind of gives you in an additional turn. It's very good against Snake Eyes, very good against White Forest as well. And yeah, it's just really good. Number 1, Infection Busking. This is mostly a pop for the field, but it also lets you see your opponent's extra deck and get rid of something you might think it's inconvenient. The 1 Zombie Vampire, because it helps you mill. Sometimes you need to see your Therions engrave or your Horus card, so it helps you just put them on the graveyard. Then for the links, the 1 Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. You are playing pretty much all 7 or higher monsters, so you're gonna see its effects all good. The protection effect, I mean. And yeah, it's a good finisher as well, and good for clean boards. The 1 AP, the 1 Barricade Blocker, and of course the 1 SP Little Knight, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. And the 1 SP Little Knight. So usually your end board, it will be something like having IP with your Regulus plus the trap, and if you're able to access your King Sarcophagus, of course, then the King Sarcophagus. and hopefully like another body and field. Usually is happy, or any of the other auras. But yeah, so you would have 1 here, 2 here, 3 with the SP banish, and then another SP. So yeah, it's pretty good. Like that's your going first board. If you're really lucky, you can also leave number 38, but it all depends on the hand. But like, let's say like this is your like standard field. So yeah, it's a really fun deck. Give it a try, and yeah, I'll see you in the next time. Thanks.